Pennywise changed the Black Phone forever. This is the crazy story behind how the Grabber became the character that we know and love today. So before the Black Phone was a movie, it was a short story by Joe Hill, who's Stephen King's son. And in this book, the Grabber was originally inspired by John Wayne Gacy. Yes, the real-life serial killer who literally performed as a killer clown. And that was the starting point, a human predator behind this playful theatrical persona. But here's where everything changed. When the filmmakers were adapting the Black Phone, it was really popular, Terrifier was blowing up, killer clowns were all the rage. So much so that like adding another scary clown to the mix so soon would have been overkill. Everyone would have looked at it and been like, really? Another Pennywise wannabe? They didn't want him to be overdone or predictable or immediately overshadowed by Pennywise. So that's when Joe Hill came to them and he said, how about this? Let's take this whole clown thing in a completely new direction. He can still be a performer, but he can be like creepy and real, and we don't need to rely on makeup. So then he brought in the idea of doing these like 1930s, 40s magicians. They're really creepy already, and their big thing is throughout their acts, they change their appearance with masks. And with these masks, they would swap personas. Sometimes they'd be friendly, sometimes they'd be sinister, but it was really creepy. And most importantly, it wasn't really relevant and it hadn't really been done recently in horror. So that, with the interchangeable masks, became the blueprint for our boy, the Grabber. And then horror legend Tom Savini designed the masks, and he was like, they're gonna be like emotional jump cuts. We're gonna have smiling, frowning, blank, enraged. So it's really crazy to think that the Grabber went from being inspired by John Wayne Gacy to them wanting to do like a Pennywise vibe, to something even scarier, which is a man who weaponizes performance itself. And once you know that, the Black Phone hits just a little different. Follow for more horror.